Hey there, y'all, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Tammy at All About Living, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy, simple Italian sausage spaghetti sauce. All told, I probably don't have $6 in it, and it'll easily feed 3, if not 4 people. And the ingredients are real simple, and we'll get to that. Right now, I've got my water on, because that's the longest thing you have to wait for, is for your water to heat up. And I have a gallon of water and about a tablespoon of salt in here, and we're going to let that get, come to a boil to put our 1 pound bag of spaghetti in. You need some olive oil. You'll need 2 Italian sausage, 2 cans of either diced tomatoes or 1 large can of crushed tomatoes. You may or may not need some sugar. You're going to need an onion, some bell peppers, and some garlic cloves. That's your entire ingredient list. And then to go with that, we're going to have some naan that I'm going to heat up, and put a little garlic butter on that I got sitting over here. That's it, folks. Shouldn't take more than the length of time it takes to make your spaghetti. You should have your sauce all done. Let's get to it. Okay, I've already cut my onion up, and I started cutting my pepper and realized my microphone wasn't on, so I had to stop. Microphone's on now. Let's get back to it. I'm just going to make little square dices. They don't have to be fancy or all uniform or any of that. We're just going to dice them up. Okay. Looks good to me. We'll slide those over. And we're going to do the same thing. Or, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use the press for this. And I'll do that. You know what? And I'll do that over the stove. Make it so much easier. Okay, my pan's hot, and I put just a couple, maybe a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of oil. Now I'm going to put my veggies in there. Hear that nice little sizzle? That's what you need. And we're going to start browning that. And once it gets, oh shoot, hold on. I accidentally put my garlic in there. All right. We're just going to toss that around a little bit and let it get brown. As soon as the onions are a little bit translucent, then I'll add the garlic. Okay, now I'm going to get my garlic in here. There we go. I have the hardest time squeezing that thing, y'all. Guess that's old age. Get that all mixed around. I'm going to need a little bit more oil. Put like another teaspoon of oil in there, just so I don't stick. Now we're going to take that casing off that sausage and get that sausage in here. Let's do this. Here we go. Take a slice that right down through the end. Pull that back. And then I can just squeeze it out. Okay. This one opened up. Squeeze it right out. Squeeze this side out. And there we are. Now we'll just take that and we're going to get that sausage into the pan and Get it broke up. Okay, and don't worry about that little brown on the bottom of the pan, because when you put the tomatoes in it, it's going to deglaze all of that and put it up into your sauce. But I'm going to get it most of the way done so that when I put the tomatoes in there, I don't have that long to wait. Oh, and it's time to put my spaghetti in my boiling water. Always open your lid away from your face so you don't get blasted with steam. Drop that pasta in there. Just move it around a little bit. Make sure you're not going to get your pasta all stuck together. Put your lid back on and let it come back to a boil. And it should only take 12 minutes from that boil to al dente pasta. One of my cans is a pop top, so we're going to do that one right here, right at the stove. And one can is not. It's got to be taken off with a can opener. Okay, and this particular one has basil, garlic, and olive oil already in it. So we're just going to drop that in. Going to give that a stir and get it all incorporated. Okay, and this is just a flat out basic sauce. If you want to add more things to it, you know, absolutely, it's your spaghetti or your pasta sauce. You can put mushrooms in here, olives, put more spices. You can do anything you want, but every time you add an item, you're adding money to the pot. So if you're on a really tight budget and you need to be pinching pennies and watching what you're spending, then there's no reason why this right here wouldn't be satisfactory. It is very good. It's just a simple, basic sauce. Has everything you need in it. And we like it. I mean, I do this all the time. It's easy. And it's good. And if you don't like chunky, you know, if you don't like the diced tomatoes in your sauce, you can either mash those up. Or you can just use crushed tomatoes. And watch your pasta that the water doesn't boil out. I just took the lid off. It's boiling good, and I'm just gonna let it finish without the lid. All right. Sometime in between, while you're waiting on it to get done, just go in there and move them around and make sure they're not sticking, that you don't have any like clumpies in there. Sometimes older pasta will get clumps in it, so you just want to make sure that there's none of that, and then just let it keep cooking. All right, sometimes when you're using canned tomatoes, they'll be really acidic. The way to cut that is just put a teaspoon of sugar in there, or start with a teaspoon, and then just keep tasting, you know, and then let it sit and simmer a minute, and then try it again until you get the consistency or the flavor that you really like. And I think a teaspoon will do it. These weren't too bad. So we're just gonna put that in there and just let it simmer a few more minutes. Okay, just like magic, I've drained my pasta, and now to keep it from sticking, I'm gonna take this olive oil and I'm gonna drizzle a couple of tablespoons in there. I'm gonna give it a good toss. Make sure the olive oil's on all of it. And now my pasta won't stick together. All right. And back here behind my pasta, you know, I told you it was just gonna have a little naan bread with garlic butter. And all I'm doing is just absolutely just heating it up dry. My pasta sauce is done. And we're ready to eat. One more thing to top it off. Okay guys, making your own spaghetti sauce is just wonderful. You know what's in it, you know what's there, you don't have any issues with anything. And if you guys like this kind of inexpensive, flavorful dinner, then come on back and see me, because I'm sure I'll have something that you will really, really like. Y'all come back. Bye.